Happy Father's Day to all of you dads out there. What an incredibly tremendous privilege it is to be a dad, right? I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. As a pastor, one of my favorite Sundays to preach was on Father's Day. I absolutely loved opening up God's Word and talking to dads from the Bible. One of my favorite moments from my childhood. It's actually kind of crazy because it wasn't a very fun moment. But for months and months, I was practicing for a trumpet solo. Trumpet was my life, and I got picked to do a trumpet solo with the choir. And so our high school choir was, kind of a big deal in our area, and so we traveled around and we sang at different churches. And so I got a big solo during one of our choir songs. As we get to the church, the choir is up in the choir loft. I'm practicing. Now, here's the thing. I practice this thing backwards and forwards, left and right. I mean, literally more than 200 times. I knew it so incredibly well. I could do it in my sleep. And the moment came, I stood there, the choir's over to my left, my band director and choir director's up to the front, the organ is playing, and I count down in my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And I get to the moment, I pick up my trumpet, and I go to play, and nothing comes out. I absolutely failed. And at that moment when I failed, I could not catch my breath. I couldn't pick back up. I couldn't. And so the choir director is looking at me like, okay, just keep in. And the choir looks over at me. And now at this point, people down below in the church are looking up at me. And it comes to the second part of my solo, and I pick up my trumpet and I go to do it again. And I failed miserably again. And I put my trumpet in my trumpet stand, and I walked out of the choir loft, down the stairs, and outside in total embarrassment. Guess who was waiting out there? You guessed it. It was my dad. My dad was already outside waiting for me. That man, along with my mom and my brother, had heard me play that solo hundreds of times. And he was outside. Now, some of my other friends, I saw how their dads reacted when they struck out, when they missed a goal, when they didn't get good grades. And here's how my dad reacted. My dad said, let's just go for a walk. And we walked. He never even brought up the solo. And he just spoke words of life into me. And he said things like, Jason, this was such a small moment. Yes, it sucks. It hurts. But in 6 months, this moment is not going to seem anywhere near as big. And you're going to have overcome this. And this will look so tiny in comparison. I mean, he just breathed such gigantic words of life into me. And so I tell my kids and I tell my parents all the time that I struck the parent lottery with both my mom and my dad. And so I just wanted this hopefully to be an encouragement for you dads today. Instead of speaking at your kids, instead of reminding them of their inadequacies, instead of reminding them of their failures, instead of reminding everybody around them when they fail, speak life into them. Healthy communication is oxygen to our relationships. And when you speak with your kids, when you breathe life into them, it fills them up and it propels them to be able to succeed and do great things in life. There is nothing more powerful than healthy words in someone's life. So today, on Father's Day, I hope this is an encouragement. I hope this is a challenge to breathe life into your children. Look for opportunities every single day of the year. You have 365 days. Every single day this year, look for an opportunity to breathe life into your kids with your words. Remind them of the genius that you see in them. Remind them of the strength that you see in them. Remind them of the success they are going to experience in them. Speak that over them. And then pray for them and ask for God's blessings and favor on their life. Dads, happy Father's Day. I hope that you're like me. You've enjoyed every second of being a dad. And I hope you had the blessing of having a dad like me, where I was able to enjoy every second as a child. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this was encouraging. Happy Father's Day. Speak with your kids today.